guys, Million, aka Sitchin on Instagram and here on YouTube. Thank you for joining me. I hope you found something of interest. Today is the 22nd of April 2023 and I am back with a new Flosstube update. I have two whips to show you today, but before we get into that I want to tell you something else that's very exciting to me. If you have been watching my recent videos to the end, you know that I am preparing to launch my second channel. It's going to be all about homesteading, sustainability, vegetable garden, food preservation, everything around me building my life in those topics. If you are curious to see that, you can go hop over to the other channel. I will put a link down below and you will be the first to know when the first videos launch on the 1st of May. So something to note in your calendar. Just a little bit of a disclaimer. Filming those videos is a lot different from filming these kinds of videos. And I am of course learning, so these first videos might not be the best quality. They might even be a little bit cringe, but I hope you will like them and enjoy them as much as I enjoyed filming them. And I promise you they do get better. So, that being said, let's get into the video. So like I said, I have two whips to show you today. I wanted it to be more, but I've been busy with all kinds of stuff, including the second channel, but more stuff that I will tell you about in the end of the video. One of them is a stitching project and then another one that's knitting. So we will start, like always, with the stitching project. I have worked on Spring Queen. This is a Heaven and Earth Designs, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, of course, but artwork by Bridget Ashwood. Since you've last seen this, I have done 1802 stitches, so that's a lot for me. I will put in a picture here where it was last time. And here we are now. I will take away the threads, of course. Put them out of the way. There we go. And that is where we are at. So the goal for this month, or the whip goal, it was called twice, so 2000 stitches. But I already had done the equivalent of one goal, so 1000 stitches were left and I have more than done that. So next time this is called, I will already have done 800 stitches to complete that goal. So that's really nice. What I did is basically, I think there were 2 blocks left in the diagonal and then I did another 2 diagonals. So quite a lot of progress. And we are getting there. This is so beautiful. It is now up to 3.28% done. Yeah. And then the other Whipco goal was I have 2 Whipco boards. So one board is with the stitching, so both of the blocks called this month were Spring Queen and I'm done with those goals, more than even. And for the other board I have all my knitting and crochet projects on there. So the 2 that were called for this month were the blanket, 5 blocks. I have completed that, so I will show you in a second. And the sweater that I'm crocheting for my mom, and I will pick that up in the coming days. So you will see that next time. And I have no idea yet what will be called for next month. So that too will be seen next video. If you were here only for the stitching, thank you for watching. I will see you next time. Hopefully I will have more projects to show you. Usually I don't film and I only have this little to show you, but I also wanted to do the announcement for my second channel and all that kind of jazz. So I figured I just filmed and I did do a lot on that one project. So yeah, next time I will see you back with hopefully more projects. But for the knitting. I am knitting a blanket for my best friend with these 4 colors. And as you can see, I need more yarn. I already have new balls waiting for me, so that's okay. But these are the 4 colors. I'm using black as a border color. And it's all mitered squares. Here we are. And this goes all the way up. There. It's getting quite hard to show you. And also quite hard to tell which ones are new, especially without the before picture. So what I might do next time is from now on mark the ones with a stitch marker, for example, that are new, so that way you can tell where the progress is at. And now I am thinking to start working on one of the sides, probably this side, and like work up from here and have one side closed off, and then later on I can decide, together with Eileen of course, whether we want this side to be bigger. But for now, this is where we're at. I am very, very happy with the way it looks. It's very beautiful. Yeah. So, those are my projects. Then I had some other stuff that I want to tell you about. If you can remember, my focus piece was Tiger for all of last year, and I finished it. I have now also washed it and ironed it. I even signed it with kind of my logo. So yeah, it's ready to be framed, and I went to the framers and to see what I would frame it in, and also to see what it would cost. And I found out it's a little bit more expensive than I can afford right now. I knew it was expensive, but I think, well, I could technically afford it, but I just don't want to spend this money now that I am still not actively working and earning my own money. So I want to wait a little while till I get it framed. So perhaps later on in the year when I start working, which is something else that I need to tell you, I might frame it. And I will put in a picture here of the frame that we were looking for, that we decided on. So it's all ready to go. We have picked out the frame and we decided to do no mat, because it's very dynamic and moving and busy piece, so we don't necessarily want to add stuff to that by adding a mat to the frame. And then we chose this very simplistic mat, not a mat as in the passepartout, but a mat as in not glossy frame that doesn't distract from the piece itself. So let me, I will have shown you a picture. So let me know in the comments down below. Wow, my English today. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of my choice, and yeah, that's what's coming up. But for now, it will have to wait for a little. Then talking about work, as some of you probably know, I am currently in my last phase of my study. So I am, as we say in Dutch, aan het afstuderen. Meaning it's basically like a scription. I guess you could know what that means in English. I'm doing a final research. And when that's done, I am done with my college, with my study. Now, then I had to make a choice, basically between, so there's a longer story to it, obviously, but I'm going to keep it short. I had to choose between doing another minor, which is another half a year to add on to the study, to expand my knowledge and expertise, and you know what I mean. And that would probably be in starting my own business. So that was one of the choices, and then the other one was to just start working, and that would probably be in finance. So financial support, financial advice. So I would be working at a bank, for example, or at an accountancy office. So that were my choices. Long story short, obviously. Now, I had a few conversations with a lot of people, and the one that had the most experience and was the most liable, I guess, to say what he thought of the situation, he advised me to not do another minor, just because I already know, or he said, his words were in Dutch, that I already seem to know a lot about starting my own business, and everything that I still need to know that I don't know yet, I can get off of the internet or off of, for example, Kamer van Koophandel. So that's our Dutch business organization. I don't know how to explain it, but I can get all the information I need from there without doing another minor. So he doesn't know what it would add to the situation. So he would think, go and work. I have not like exactly made up my mind yet, but I do think I'm leaning towards starting to work after this final study. And so I would be working in financial kind of things, because I'm very good with numbers and seeing how it all holds together. So that's kind of the plan right now, which is exciting and also a little bit scary, because I have not worked in years because of my burnout, obviously, but you can't tell that in a job interview, obviously, because if you tell them that you already had a burnout, you might seem vulnerable or whatever. It's also weird to me, but that's a whole different story. Point being, it's kind of scary because I haven't worked in a while, just because I know I needed to focus on my study. And now that I am going to work, it's immediately going to be like an adult job, if you know what I mean. It's not going to be working at the register in the supermarket. It's going to be an actual office job, which is also exciting, but also a little bit scary. Yeah, I'm rambling again. Anything else I need to tell you about that? I don't think so. You will hear about any developments when they come along, and I guess that's it. Then the last thing that I wanted to tell you is something totally out of the picture that you probably don't care about, but I have picked up an old addiction of mine, which is Planet Zoo. Maybe a few of you know the game. I might put in a few pictures here of what the game is. It's basically building your own zoo, which sounds obvious, Planet Zoo. And I might also put in a few pictures of my zoo that I'm currently working on. I am working on an African part of the zoo for now. It's still very small, but I do like it. So, if you are a Planet Zoo fanatic, perhaps let me know and we can be fanatics together. But yeah, that's also what I've been busy with, and it's been taking away from my stitching time a little bit, which is okay. I will pick it up later. I purposefully set my goals lower this year so that I could also have time for other stuff. Yeah, I think that's it. Again, if you are curious for my second channel and you want to follow me on my journey towards homesteading and sustainability and me building my life, please hop over to the other channel and you will be ready for when the first videos launch. That being said, thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy. Happy stitching. Bye guys.